So on this week's episode of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, Asuelu has a surprise for Kalani. Besides the fact that he talks like he's in kindergarten. That's what I want to talk about today. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I am the She in Sheality TV, and today I want to talk about 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, specifically Kalani and Asuelu. So in this episode, like with most episodes now, not a whole lot happens with them, but I feel like in this episode they kind of pack more in than they normally do. Anyways, you know that Asuelu got into a car accident and he's been kind of traumatized, but they decide that, you know what, you need to get back to work. We're going to get you a new car. So they go to look for a new car. And when they're talking about getting a new car, when they're on their way there, he says, and I shit you not, I'm paraphrasing, so I can't remember the exact wording, but I do remember that he said, yeah, fast car, go vroom vroom. And she's all, what? What kind of grown-ass man says, fast car, go vroom vroom? What are you, in kindergarten? Like, who? And she, oh, God, she thought it was cute. No, it's not cute, sweetheart. They get to the car dealership, and they're looking at cars, talking about price, and Asuelu, Kalani is telling him that she thinks she should get something that's good on gas because he does rideshare, right? Uber, Lyft, whatever. And he decides that he doesn't want something he doesn't want a smaller car. He doesn't want like a regular size car, like a sedan or whatever. He wants an 8-seater van. And so they're looking, and she's like, what would you want with a van? It's probably terrible on gas. And so the sales guy comes up and they start talking about what they're looking for. And Asuelu says, yeah, I kind of want a van because, you know, we're going to have another baby and, you know, then we can fit everybody inside. And Kalani is like,
we ain't have another baby. We ain't having another baby. I don't want another baby.
And so he drops this on her in front of a complete stranger. And I can't help but feel like he feels like another baby will solidify their marriage. I'm not sure anybody has told you, Asuelu, but having a kid to save a marriage never saves a marriage, ever. It generally makes it worse. So they get into it at the dealership, and yeah, she is surprised. He thinks that they should have another baby. And I don't know, dude. She tells him that she doesn't want another baby, at least not right now, because she uses the excuse that another baby would occupy her boobs and then he wouldn't be able to have them, or it would be longer. I don't know. I don't know. I was just like, okay, by the end of that conversation, I had completely tuned out. But in addition, he and his mother have decided that his mother and his sister, his bad-mannered, bad-tempered, horrible attitude sister, are gonna come to visit. And he said he will pay for the hotel, but he hasn't said anything to Kalani about it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't like his family. I know, not my place to like his family, don't care, but that's my opinion. And I feel like, you know what? They're terrible actors. His sister is a horrible actor. His mom, too. Give me my mother! She's a terrible actor. Terrible. And his sister, remember the time when Kalani went to talk to them outside? They were like by a river or something. And Kalani went to say, you know what, we can't give you money or we'll be broke, like we have kids, blah, 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 whatever. And Tammy threatened to beat her up. And she, like, Kalani walked away. And Tammy, like, kind of went after her half-heartedly, and the mom held her back. It was like, bitch, if you really wanted to beat her up, you could easily have gotten her. She's not like she's running. So, yeah, either do it or don't, but don't do this half-hearted playing like I'm so tough, I'm gonna beat you. She goes, I'm gonna beat you up. Yeah, come on, do it or don't. But like, no, that was, I stopped being invested in the whole family thing in that episode. Let's move on to Branden and Julia. Branden and Julia have found an apartment, okay? And they decided they're gonna show it to his parents, you know, to get their opinion or whatever. So they bring his parents over and they have a secret. Branden and Julia have a secret. The parents come in. It's actually a nice place. No windows, but it's a nice place. So the parents come in and they look around and, you know, they're starting to, oh, the kitchen is tiny and you know, there are no walls, you don't have a view, you're looking at a wall, blah, blah. They come up with every excuse in the book, right? Not yet knowing the secret. So Branden and Julia finally tell them, you know what? We signed the lease. It's ours. We're going to be moving or whatever. And the parents, at first they look stunned, and then the mother comes up with all kinds of excuses. Now, don't get me wrong. I like his parents, right? All that mess about, you know, her getting into Julia's business about being on birth control. I happen to be of the opinion that, fine, it probably wasn't her place, but she had a grown-ass son living at home, eating her food, using her electricity, not paying rent. And he brought his girlfriend. So I'm sorry, you damn well better be on some kind of birth control, because if you think that you all are going to get pregnant and have a third person eating out of my wallet, no. I would be at least as nosy as his mother to make sure that that doesn't happen, because if those two got pregnant before they moved out, they'd never move out. How would they afford to move out with a baby? They'd never move out. The parents would be stuck with them. So yeah, I love his parents. Yes, they're nosy, but I love them. I think they're right. Given the fact that Branden was still living at home and is still living at home as of this last episode, they have every right to be. You want to be an adult, move out, pay your bills. Getting back to the parents in the apartment. So the mom is like, well, you have no view, after they tell them that they leased it. You have no view. You don't have a fire escape. And I'm like, what building? It's clearly a condo building. What condo building or apartment building built in the last 20 years has a fire escape? Like, where did you think they were living? Yeah, the parents are still a little stunned, but they're like, you know, okay, whatever. At least he's out. At least they're out, right? Hopefully it's difficult for them to go back. I hope that, you know, they're out and they stay out. But yeah, dude, it's way past time for him to leave the nest. Be thankful. And they're all, you know, who's going to do all the farm work or whatever? Well, you should have thought about that. I mean, I feel like the parents were happy that he was still home because they had help with the farm. But what, did you expect the boy never to leave home? They expected him to get a wife and they would stay on the farm and sell the damn farm. Sell the farm and get something that's less work, right? You don't have a grown-ass son there anymore, or you won't soon, so what you gonna do? Congratulations, Branden and Julia. I'm happy that you found a place and that you moved out. Well, as of this past episode anyway. I don't know what happens after this, but that's all I've got for 90 Day Fiancé and the rest of the couples. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.